Hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Got some notes, got some downloads before I came onto here. So I'm going to put these out just to get it out of the way so we can move on to doing a reading. Welcome in, I'm Nicole. You are here with me, the Divine Oracle, in my little sanctuary. So the first thing I heard, company is a nightmare. Company is a nightmare. I'm hearing a lot of issues, a lot of problems. I just heard snippy or snippet. Somebody's very snippy. I'm hearing this too shall pass. The next thing that came in was like Hollywood buckets. Like there are buckets just filling up with yuck. And I got the stars are no longer shining, from fame and fortune to disgrace and the P word, pedo word. Okay, so from fame and fortune to disgrace and pedo. So you know what the full word is. So I'll just leave it at that. It also went on to say the end is near. You can't grape and manipulate AI. So when that's coming through, that is like letting me know that AI is going to become more of a pronounced, what is the good word? Way of them producing movies, shows, characters, people, and maybe you don't know or you have or have not seen, but you can actually, there are AIs that look like real people. They're creating backstories for these AIs, and then they're putting them in shows and movies and making you think that this is a real person when in fact it's AI. And with this message being here, the end is near, you can grape or manipulate AI like you can do with young kids and people. So Hollywood is, they're falling into buckets. Like it's just raining. And it's what I'm getting is that it's not going to be a very fruitful future for Hollywood. Hollywood is not going to be the same in 10, 15 years as it is now. People depend on, stars and celebrities to do these movies. They depend on it for lifestyle, money, the power, the prestige and all of that. But with AI now coming into the mix, and as it gets stronger and more fruitful is the word, in the future you're going to see less people being an actor or an actress, and it's just going to go down to the AI mainstream. You don't have to pay AI, you're just paying the people to create it. The money that Hollywood would save in the long run. There's no insurance needed for, no sets. Everything is literally done. I mean, there's green screen that's been going on for eons. They say they're in Timbuktu when actually they're in California, with a green screen in a studio. So as the years are progressing and the more advanced AI gets, the less you're going to see of Hollywood fame and fortune in the respect and regards of people, like actually humans. It's going to be going to mainstream. And they can fight it all they want, and they may get, like a temporary, I heard division, like a division, that will only hold for a certain time, but you can't stop production companies and creators from making AI, and it's just going to ramp up, and it's just end up going to be, that is going to be Hollywood. Hollywood buckets and buckets of Hollywood. The Hollywood sign might as well just be taken down now, because it's not going to live up to what it was originally for, you know? It hasn't lived up to what it was created for, if you actually think about it. So I'm going to leave that there with that and Hollywood and yeah, okay. The next thing I got was turmeric and olive oil. Maybe you're needing to get into utilizing turmeric, olive oil when it comes to like immunity is what I'm hearing, immunity. So maybe you need to do some research when it comes to turmeric and olive oil and some salves, some medicinal herbs that you're able to utilize with turmeric and olive oil to, I keep getting salve, you know, like S-A-L-V-E, a salve, something to put on. Maybe you're creating a new type of technique, a healthy, something to help with wounds. Okay, so that's out there. I've got buggy and horse. And it's crazy, like when I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about buggy and horse, the information that keeps popping up is like reverting back to buggy and horse. Maybe there's some new concept out there. Maybe you have a concept, or maybe you live in an area like I do where you see a lot of buggies and horses, the Amish. Maybe there is something, or creation, or something that you've been working on or you've been thinking about, and a buggy and a horse are going to come into that mix. But I'm getting buggy and horse. And when I said that, I also just got like yellow gold yellow. So however that resonates for you. Now, the next one was diamond ring. And then it said diamond back. And I was like, Diamondback. And instantly I was brought to, like, I don't know if the team is still around, the Arizona Diamondbacks. I don't know if that's still a team anymore. They keep changing names and so on and so forth. So Arizona Diamondbacks could be significant for you. When I got diamond ring, Diamondback, for me, I was tapping into somebody had lost a diamond ring or was getting their diamond ring cleaned. And I'm hearing you need to make sure that you get your diamond back. Maybe you forgot about a diamond. Maybe a diamond was switched out of your ring and they put a cubic zirconium. I'm hearing getting your diamond checked to make sure that is a legit diamond, to get your diamond back from where it was cleaned. So that is very significant for somebody that recently got their jewelry cleaned. It might not have been your diamond ring. It could have been a grandparent's, you know, grandmother, a mother figure, and it was something that you were getting cleaned, and you got it, and there's something about the diamond not being what it is. So please, if you recently got your diamond rings cleaned, a diamond ring cleaned, to go to a jeweler that you can trust and have them verify that that is your diamond. Because I'm hearing you need to get your diamond back. Another one that came in says follow your heart and not the strings. Don't follow those strings. Somebody's leading you, I'm hearing, on a wild goose chase. Follow your heart. You know what your heart needs. Don't follow the advice and the strings of others. Don't allow others to pull your heartstrings. You need to stay balanced and focused in your way. Your way. I'm getting like your way. You need to stay focused. Follow your heart and not the strings that somebody's trying to put out there, or trying to pull on your heartstrings to get you to go a different way, a different route. I'm hearing no, you follow your heart. Like burn, cut, tear up those heartstrings. Don't allow it to work. The colors that came in were lavender and blue. Lavender, healing, calm, peace, and serenity. And also lavender, you know, the third eye, your brow chakra. And then blue, your throat, the truth, speaking your truth. But blue, I'm also getting very serene. I'm getting like that indigo color of lavender and blue, bringing that indigo, that really beautiful deep purple. And I also just heard when I was getting that deep purple, I was brought to the amethyst. So you may be being called in to work more with amethyst. If you don't have amethyst, I highly suggest you get it and you utilize it, you wear it. It's a great protector. It's a great stimulant for peace, keeping you more peaceful, keeping things calm. But the protection is so much stronger. Wear it closest to your chest. You know, they say, yeah, put it in your pocket. No, I'm telling you, for amethyst, that is one you want to keep as close to your chest as much as possible, especially on the left side, okay? Because your left side is your receiving, your right side is your giving. So you always want to keep, you know, your protection and your healing stones in your left side, okay? You know, if you have grounding, you might need to ground you more on your left side. You're grounding, you know, you want to put out grounding, but sometimes you need to just ground a little extra left side, okay? Now the dogs that came in was Shar-Pei and a Husky. Maybe you've been thinking about a Shar-Pei and a Husky. Maybe you've recently lost an animal or you grew up with one, and they're letting me know that if you've been thinking of a Shar-Pei or Husky, this was your confirmation that this reading moving forward is going to be for you. But I got Shar-Pei and Husky. I also got the word clogs. Now when I was thinking of clogs, it brought me back to, you know, the old Holland Dutch clogs, those wooden clogs. Maybe that is something that you were looking at, the ones that people would literally hang up on their wall. Clogs, walking. Maybe there is a clog in your drain, or you're feeling clogged up. But something about clogs is very significant. Allowing yourself to not get clogged by all the rambling, the mundane, the noise, the extra noise, allowing yourself, I just heard evaporate, like evaporate the clogs. Something about clogs. Now I also, in this confirmation, excuse me, I also got Smurf. Now Smurfs are blue, but Smurf. Now, Smurf, I instantly am drawn into Smurfette, but I'm also drawn into her clumsy, like Doc. Something about Doc, Smurfette, and clumsy. Maybe you've been a lot more clumsy lately. Female, maybe you're a female. You've been more clumsy. You need to go see the doctor. There might be something that you're not aware of. So I'm just putting that out there if Smurf seems to resonate with you. And then the last thing that came in was forest. But then after forest, I heard wonky. Like there's something wonky about a forest. Wonky. Maybe you're thinking of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Willy Wonka, the Wonky Bar, the Wonka Bar. Something about a forest is wonky. Or you've had a feeling about going into the woods and you're like, no, you know, it's just wonky. Something about forest and wonky. So these coming in here. So I just want to put those out first before I got into the reading. All right, all right, all right. Spirit, where? So they want to drag go into clarifying life situations. Clarifying life's situations. You know, getting your coffee, getting your tea. We're going to clarify. Maybe do some maybe we're going to get some clarity on those messages that came in. Yeah, I was just in deep meditation and they're like, nope, get a pen, get your paper, start writing. I transcribed over what I had written down because nobody can read my writing. It looks like Dr. Chicken Scratch when I'm done. All right, so I don't want to keep licking my thumb, and I know I had my little, it disappeared on me? Alright, well I guess they didn't want me to use my little thumb protector. Alright, so here we go. Holy Spirit, let's clarify some life situations for the collective. Oh my gosh, they've got a lot to say. Oh my gosh. So I guess there are some situations that need to be clarified. We're just going to get out all the cards. Let me get out all the cards. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Oh my. Okay. I'm taking them as they are. So if they come in reverse, they're going to be red reverse because all my cards are set this way, the correct way. And as you see, this one. So there's a reason why they let them fall. Alright. And we're going to go through one more time. Is there anything else for clarifying these life situations for the collective that you would like to get out? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Got some situations here. Alright. And this side. Last time. Please and thank you. Alright. Quiet moments on the bottom. Alright. Those are to the side. Interesting. Everything pretty much was here, but those went to the side. I'm going to do those last. We're going to see what pops in for there. Alright. So we're going to go this way. Gentle release. I'm just going to put them down. I'll set those right there. We got 3, 7. Can I turn these over now? I heard wait. Okay. This is definitely a time for you to start doing your release. You know, a gentle release, allowing yourself to surrender to the flow of life's mysteries, the life's current situations, just allowing yourself to do it gently. You know, you're not rushing, just being gentle with yourself. You need to ignite ambition, pursue desires with drive, and face consequences bravely. Keep an open mind as answers reveal your journey. You're going to need to commit to the journey. With determination, go all in for long term. Your steadfast focus will bring lasting rewards. Fantasyland. Make sure everyone involved is being realistic and on the same page. This is interesting. Fully immersed. Everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. Embrace the tides of change and with openness, allowing the ebb and flow of life to guide your transformation into love and work. Bind energies in a unified sanctuary of the grove, fostering interconnected harmony among all beings. This literally, these 7 cards right here, they just gave you how to go about doing it. You're gently going into the current. You're going with the flow, and you're doing gentle release. You're igniting your ambition because you keep driving forward, right? You're facing all these releases, all these consequences bravely, right? And in the process of doing that, you're revealing your journey. And when you reveal your journey, you're now committed to your journey. You've got the determination, you got your steadfast focus, and you're bringing lasting rewards. But make sure that in the process of the journey, you are going to come into parts, to people, to things, places, where they want to put in a fantasy. You know, make things seem a little better than what they are. And they're saying, you know, if somebody is on your path with you, and just make sure, sometimes you just have to reel people in. Maybe you have to reel yourself in sometimes and be realistic. And not get yourself into a fantasy land, okay? Make sure that everything you want around you make sure everything that you want, that you're immersing yourself fully. Like, you fully want this. It's not like, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. No, do you want to do it or don't you want to do it? They're saying you need to be fully invested, fully immersed. And when you are, you will start to see those benefits, those desires, manifestations start coming in when you fully are on board 100%. You will see the tide of transformation. You will embrace those changes with openness, right? Allowing things to flow. And they will help with your transformation in love and in work, because not everything is always about love, right? Sometimes it's about work, sometimes it's about self. So only you know the story. You know your story, your storyline. So yeah, this one is definitely saying this is a time, just releasing, keep your ambitions ignited. Don't get caught into fantasies. Make sure you stay with the flow. You know, you can go with the changes and keep things current. Allow yourself to transition. Allow yourself to go with the flow. And in the process, you know, you're going to find more harmony within yourself, more harmony and balance with others, in a new community, a new group. That is beautiful. So keep doing that. And in the process, right, of all this, they're saying now on the flip side, don't dwell on the past, okay? This is for somebody here, but focus on creating a brighter future. Move forward with swift precision and do what must be done now. You've got your focus. They're saying keep putting that one foot in front of the other. Be swift, be precise, and do what you must to get it done. Because you're making promises to yourself, right? You're like, I'm going to do this. That's a promise. Release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibility. Keep your promises to yourself. Keep dancing to the rhythm of life. You create the rhythm, right? You're the creator of your music. Move with deliberate care as patience and attentiveness guide you to thoughtful achievements. Lift the veils of illusion, seeking truth beneath the surface to navigate through love and career authentically. Welcome uncertainty as an opportunity for growth and be okay with not knowing. And shield of resilience. Employ your shield of resilience, guarding against external pressures while nurturing your internal strength, love, and career. No matter how difficult something might seem, you've already got the will, you've already got the know-how, you're working on the knowledge, you've made promises to yourself, you've got a game plan, and they're saying you're on this journey, you're committed to it, you've got the ambition. Now release, ignite, commit, be fully immersed, allow yourself to transition with grace, right? Become united with yourself, with your group, love, career, whatever. They're saying keep moving forward. Be swift in your precision. Be swift in your progress. Keep your promises real to yourself, right? Releasing the chains of the past, bringing up those dances that you like to do, keeping things in rhythm that is on your course, that is within your sync. Allow yourself to have your your stumbles, but know that you are making steady progress. Don't allow the little setbacks, the little trips and stumbles. Some just fell. The stumbles to keep you from progressing forward, right? Be thoughtful to yourself, be attentive to yourself, and keep the steady progress moving forward. Don't allow, it says veil of illusion. Yeah, lifting the veils of illusion. You are seeking truth. You navigate to get right to the core of the issue. You're allowing yourself to not be, what is the word, Spirit? Not to have the wool pulled over your eyes. You've lifted the veil. You're in the process of lifting the veil. You've been lifting the veil, so you know what is true and what is not. And they're saying, even when you're behind the veil, welcome those uncertain times. Welcome those uncertainties as that opportunity for you to keep growing. Because you don't always have to know what is moving forward or what is the next step or what is the next move. Sometimes things are just uncertain, and you need to allow yourself to move with the uncertainty, with that not knowing, and allow things to move in the ebb and flow, right? Allow yourself just to keep moving, being that tide of transition. The last one is sculpture of self. Shape the sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. Only you know who you are. Even if you're on that path of trying to find who you are, you have a better idea than anybody else, right? Only you can create you. Only you can decide what your morals are, your values, your pros, your cons, your strengths, your weaknesses. Only you know them. And with all that knowledge, you are the person that can sculpture yourself, right? Our lives are our destinies. We make our own choices. Well, you should be, right? You're an adult. They are saying you have that ability to sculpt yourself. How do you want to be seen? How do you want to be felt? How do you want to be known? Honor yourself. Express yourself. Love yourself. All right, let's see what these are. So with this reading right here, you know, committing yourself to the journey and everything that I've already said, this is saying, unlock your heart, embrace vulnerability, let love guide your journey to self-discovery. Unlock your heart. And when you unlock your heart, you have the ability to be open to receive. That's why they wanted this to be the end. Invite abundance with open arms. Embrace the blessing waiting to flow into your life. Ebb and flow. Behind the veil, allowing things to flow. Progress, right? This is all about allowing things to flow. Be open to receive. Tell your angels. Tell God, the Creator, Jesus, your spirit team, your blood ancestors. Tell them that you're open to receive. They want to help. They want to bring messages, bring clarity to the confusion. And you ask your questions, but did you ever speak the words, I am open to receive your messages? Please, I am open to receive them. I need to hear them. They need those words. Unlock your heart and be open to receive. The heart is the key to the body. Yes, our mind is beautiful, right, in its own complex way. But the heart is what keeps you alive. The heart is what keeps you striving, loving, knowing. Peace, serenity, tranquility. The beauty of the heart is literally, it's a void of words. There is no true one word, multiple words that can encompass the beauty of the heart. Remarkable, breathtaking. I mean, the beauty of the heart. There is no true one word or words to describe the gift, the beauty of having a heart, of it pumping for you daily, every day, allowing you to open up to things, close yourself off, the heart. So those, all right. I don't feel like chasing it right now. I'm not going to get it. So, with that, clarifying that, let's get into some money. Let's see what the money. I'm feeling like this is I'm hearing relevant, but significant for this clarifying. Because I feel like, you know, some of you, maybe all of you, but some of you have been really like pushing this way for work. You know, you're making all these changes. It could be changes in the job, changes in your career field, changes within yourself, and you're moving that into a business, you know, helping others. Only you know your story, but I'm feeling very strong that money is a part of this. Spirit, money. How is money going to affect or be a part of what you need to say with money when it comes to this reading? I'll just leave it at that. Money and this reading. I will go. Okay. Is there any more? Should I go through one more time? I heard one more time. Hear it one more time because they want them in a specific order. Okay. All right. I can. Laborer. All right. 5 cards. First one is spirituality. It says use money magic spells to attract wealth and prosperity. Roles like spiritual advisor, healer, tarot reader, or anything within the occult. Right now, you're being led to discover your unique spiritual journey. I mean, you came here, right? This is tarot. I'm a spiritual advisor, a healer, I'm a reader. You are definitely discovering something unique on your spiritual journey. And something that is only going to, I'm getting like it's only meant for you to know, for you to experience this spirituality, this blessing, this gift. I keep hearing blessing and gift. Okay. Now remember, this is not for everybody. Spirituality might be the one that works for you. This is money and career, so only you know what works for you. Unfulfilled. So some of you might be emotionally attached to a job that no longer serves you. And you're trying to figure out the way or what direction you need to go to, right? Which way you need to go. They're saying reflect on your wants and needs and consider making a change. You're unhappy with your income but afraid to make changes. I always feel, obviously don't leave a job unless you have another job lined up, right? But it's saying that you are so unfulfilled that it is stopping your progress. You need to make this bold change in your journey in order to start attracting the correct abundance, to start getting the money that you truly deserve. And just because you're afraid of leaving somewhere because you like the company, you love the people. This confirmation just burped. But you don't want to put anybody in a bad situation, blah blah blah. They're saying we hear you. We understand that you're emotionally attached. You've been with a company for so long, or you've put your heart into it for so much, or you've built these beautiful relationships, and you just feel like if you were to leave, you were to let everybody down, and you just don't want to let anybody down. And I'm hearing you need to stop thinking about everybody else and only think and worry about yourself. You are the one that needs to be happy. This is your life, not their life. This is your life. If they were going through the same struggles with the same thoughts and everything that you're going through, how do you know that they wouldn't leave? Right? You don't. But I'm hearing that just because you're emotionally charged and emotionally drawn to this company, to this situation, it's not healthy for you. It's not good for you. It is taking your abundance and it is slowly just chipping and dwindling away. Not only at your happiness, your reserves, but your overall health. It's time to move on. Let go of what no longer serves you. And being unfulfilled at a job, you need to leave. You need to love what you do. Okay? It should not feel like a job. It should feel like the best day of your life every day. Like you should be so excited to go do whatever you're doing. if you have that hesitation, if you have dread, if you're like, and you're just, or you're just so stressed, you just know, like, you're stressing out before you get there. You can't drive long enough or release fast or hard enough when you're done with the job. You're on your way home. And it's like you're just stuck in this perpetual cycle of defeat, sadness, stress. Ugh. Defeat, sadness, stress. Ugh. And it's like they're just saying, stop. Let it go. Do what is best for you. Your heart can't take it. Okay? Your brain can't, your body can't take it. Your body can't take all that stress. It's hurting you. It's hurting you internally. All right. Next one, life purpose. New ideas and inspirations will guide you to your divine calling. What is meant for you will stay as long as you keep pushing forward. When you ask for what you need, things will align to make your vision real. Yeah, so if you're feeling unfulfilled, ask for what you need. But, and this is a huge but, make sure you're in the right headspace. Make sure you're right in the right heart space. Make sure you are connected, your chakras are aligned, and you are thinking with positivity. You are thinking with love, admiration. When you want desires, you got to be in a beautiful, great headspace. You got to feel it, believe it, know it, so it shall be. Keep pushing forward, like the reading before this, cards before this. Life purpose, keep pushing forward. The vision, make your visions real, okay? When you strive and you know that you're fulfilling your life purpose, when you know that this is your mission and you're doing everything within your ability to make it, to strive forward, to make it fruitful, luck, windfall. The actions you take now will lead to abundant success and prosperity. Believing in your own luck can help you cultivate an abundance mindset. Your perspective might be holding back your growth and luck. Sometimes y'all need to change your perspective. I understand, like, maybe that was your mindset. That's the way you were taught to think growing up, blah, 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 blah. But dude, you're an adult. Change your mindset. Change your perspective. You know what's right, what's wrong, what's accepted, what's not accepted. You have that ability to change your luck, right? Your life purpose. You have that ability to change and move forward. You have the ability to create it, cultivate. It's all in your mind. It's all in your heart. It's all in your beliefs. It is your soul belief. I know I'm lucky. I receive luck. I know I'm abundant. I receive abundance. I know I'm successful. I know I create prosperity. I am successful. I am prosper. Do your affirmations. You know, maybe start writing down and post it on your mirror every morning when you're getting up and you're getting ready for work, school, whatever it is, starting your day. You look at those affirmations and you read them. You look at yourself in the mirror when you say your affirmations. That is a huge factor when it comes to affirmations. You got to look at yourself. You got to look at your eyes, dead set in the mirror, look at yourself. Know that when you're speaking to yourself, you're speaking to your soul. I love me. Wow, you look good today, Nicole. You look beautiful. Talking to myself. I look beautiful today. I feel amazing. And You know, you're just talking to yourself like you're talking to another person. You look beautiful today. Thank you. Have a conversation with yourself, okay? Positive conversation. Windfall. You're about to receive a financial windfall or pay raise because you believe in your luck. You're doing your life's purpose. You're no longer going to be unfulfilled. You're increasing your spirituality. Your finances are currently in a positive cycle. They're slowly going up. Now is the perfect time to treat yourself or make that big purchase. You know something's on the horizon. You know something's coming. Don't spend it before it gets here, okay? You don't want to put yourself into a repetitive cycle. You'll know when it's here. You'll know when you can make that big purchase or take a time and treat yourself. But still, and I just heard massage. So, you know, treat yourself. Treat your body to some love. Go get a massage done. A Swedish massage just to, you know, it's a gentle massage just to release tension and, you know, just unclog your mind for 30 minutes, an hour, hour and a half, however long you sign up for a massage. I'm telling you, they're amazing. I'm also a massage therapist. It's amazing what it does for the mind, the body, the spirit, how you feel. Just hydrate after. I mean, you should be hydrating now, but hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Drink lots of water. Gets all that gunk. Move things out. But treat your body, treat your mind, treat yourself with love, respect, okay? With positive words, positive affirmations. On the bottom is laborer. It says your hard work will pay off soon. Keep going. Careers in construction, maintenance, painting, or any type of labor work might be something that you're looking into, or maybe that's something that you already do. And it says hard work is key. What lasts will never come easily. And that is true. You know, those that are truly successful in life, it takes a lot of time, a lot of hard work, a lot of persistence, determination, you know, faith in yourself, will. It takes all of that to be a success. You know, it's never easy. It takes hard work, it takes determination and drive. But if you have that willpower and that chutzpah, you can make it happen. You will be successful. You will create, you're creating, you know, create your luck, and then you're going to create your windfall. Teacher, split the deck. You have the ability to inspire others to unlock their true potential. Explore careers in teaching, coaching, mentorship, or as a motivated speaker. You've learned much about money. Now's the time to put into practice. All right? You've learned what you need to know about money. So are you going to be the unstoppable force? Are you? I think you can. I think you can. But do you believe in yourself? Do we need to do divine timing? Okay. Yeah, they gave me 4 decks they wanted me to work with today. Because you can't see it. I got tons, but I told them, I said, I need for you to tell me. Instead of me picking my normal, usual decks, you know, allow them to chime in and see what they wanted to work with. Since I utilize them, right? They're the ones giving me messages. All right, we've got Divine Time. These are all Oracle decks. I prefer oracles over tarot. That's just me. Because with spirit, I connect more with oracle. All right, Divine Time. Let's see. What do you need to know at this time? The money, the career, Yeah. All right. Holy Spirit, when it comes to the reading that we are in and the ability to move forward in these life situations, in money matters of the heart, but being on this journey, are there any time, let's just go, Holy Spirit, what would you like to say about divine timing? Within a couple of weeks, have faith. Within a couple of weeks, have faith. Wow, that's beautiful. So, yeah, we're in November. So, today's what, the 15th, I believe? So, we're already half through November. So, we're talking in December. So, they're saying have faith. Within a couple of weeks, all of this, you're going to start seeing the fruits of your labor. You're going to start seeing the money come in. You're going to start feeling that overall, that release, that relief. You're going to start feeling that within a couple of weeks. Have faith, okay? Keep having faith. Thank you, Spirit. I love when they're just on point. They just say what they need to say. So within a couple of weeks, that's beautiful. So yeah, look around. Expect something in December or whenever this is coming across from you or coming across to you. Just be aware that it'll be within a couple of weeks. All right. So yeah, because today's November 15th. So within a couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, we're in December. So yeah, we're closing out the cycle this year, right? 2025, going into 2026, which is the start of a new cycle. We're ending on a 9 and we're beginning in a 1. So a 0, my bad. We're ending off in a 9 and we're beginning with a 0. 2026 condenses down to a 0. Someone's like, well, no, it's actually 10, which is a 1. It's actually starting over, so it's a 0. All right. Enlightened. What final inspirational messages would you like to put out here to end this reading? What inspirational messages would you like to put out here to end this reading? Please and thank you. I'm being drawn into the color greenish, maybe it's teal, maybe it's turquoise, protection. I'm seeing a line of protection, a line of turquoise line. And now I'm seeing the rainbow. Anything else? Any other inspirational messages to end this reading, please and thank you. No, I will get an angel card. I heard, wait a minute, what about the angels? Yeah. It's just the one. All right. I like it. So, the law of correspondence. As in the universe, so it is in my soul. My heartbeat matches the cosmic tones of melody, and my method is manifest. As above in my higher self, as below. I now surrender control. So you have the ability to surrender and just let the universe flow. Speak through you. Speak to and through, right? There's a book in here. I'm curious in what that one says. 59. Let's read 59. Alright, so, that's tiny. For surrender. I let go and release the what if, shoulda, woulda, coulda, and can't, which try to hold my spirit captive. I understand control is a myth. I don't subscribe to it any longer. I allow a divine flow in my life, creating union and miracles now. To surrender does not mean putting your hands up in the air and flying a white flag. It is not defeat, giving up, or failing. It is wise to accept the flow of life's energy rather than to resist the flow of change. The principle of surrender. To surrender is to accept the now unconditionally and to give up struggling without reservations. By making a conscious choice at this moment to fully accept that the present moment is as it should be, you are surrendering to the knowledge that you are more powerful than you could possibly believe. This surrender allows you to be a powerful state of grace, easy flow, and enlightenment. Whether things are perceived as good, bad, or indifferent is immaterial in the state of grace called surrender. Surrender to what life is offering you, the universe is offering you. That's beautiful. That's a great way to... So surrender. And I know I said this is it. That was it. That's the final one. I have to get a couple of my OJs. I always end off with the angels. We have a pact. We have a pact. All right, my beautiful loving angels. What words would you like to finalize the ending? I mean, surrender, that was a really good surrendering yourself. To surrender does not mean defeat. It means to embrace and accept. All right. Let's say 1 to 3 cards. You choose, angels. What 3 for these reading? To end it off, to say goodnight, say goodbye, good day. Spirituality came out, so that is a double confirmation because spirituality was in the last one. Anything else? Yeah, I'm just going through the ones. Spirituality, I said 1 to 3 cards, and they're like, 1 it is. Keep up with your spirituality. All right, keep being spiritual. Keep seeking God, your angels, your spirit team. This is your key. This is your key to spirituality. You've got it. Keep moving forward. Surrender. 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 Alrighty? Thank you all for being here. I appreciate your time, your energy, giving me the ability to come up here and share. So thank you for coming on in, for stopping by. And if you would like to help me out, feel free to hit the like, the share, or subscribe. It's free. And I know it may take time for you to get to know me and to accept, or to, I shouldn't say accept, to appreciate this, what I'm doing. I know that may take a little time for you to to hit the like or subscribe button, but I truly appreciate it. My spirit team appreciates it because I just want to keep this going. And I will leave it there. So have a beautiful weekend. May God be blessing you today, tomorrow, and always. All right, my beautiful souls? Alrighty. Peace.